a lot of people are saying they don't want to come near this topic, they don't want to talk about it. But we're not here to talk about who's guilty, who's innocent, but just the whole idea that we're in it now. I mean, it's on TV all the time, it's in the newspapers, it's on the radio, we're in it. What's your organization's opinion of all the coverage?
Well, personally, I think that with all the coverage, especially when they take it to a racial level, what we are actually doing is doing the strong warriors in our African American history, doing them a disservice. I'm talking about persons like Geronimo Pratt of the Black Panthers, Fred Hampton of the Black Panthers. When we make OJ into when the media makes it into a racial thing, what we're really doing, we're putting an entertainer on the same level as someone who was really persecuted by the legal system because of standing up for black people, as opposed to OJ, who is merely entertaining the same society that punished these other strong warriors.
So you're grouping all the media, you feel all the media is covering it the same way just by putting it on, or you're talking about stories that news stories that you've seen, or magazine programs or tabloids? Are you grouping everybody together, basically?
Yes, I am. I think that what they are doing, they are giving the OJ trial coverage in lieu of real issues that was stated earlier. It's kind of like if you've ever brought a baby or seen a baby go to the doctor would say, hold up something, say, look at the birdie, and give you a shot in your right arm. While everybody's focusing on OJ, what's going on with the rest of the community?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. How closely is your organization watching this trial? Are you guys really looking for all the small details, or just the fact that it's on all the time?
The main issue the only part of it that really was a racial issue, I think, was the Time magazine piece when the case first broke, when they darkened OJ's picture.
Yeah, the mugshot.
Right. When they put him on the cover and they darkened his picture to make him look actually more, I guess they were trying to get him to look more menacing.
Yeah.
But besides that, that's the only racial.
And there were stories done on that.
That's right.
Kind of chastising that. And that's where you see the racial. I know you had told me about another newspaper story you were telling me before we came on the air.
Right. On my way over here, I went by one of the drugstores, and there was a picture of OJ on the cover, and he had on like a Rambo type outfit, 2 knives in his hands, and a red bandana. And that sent a strong message because historically, the fear, you're playing on 2 fears of African American men that have been perpetuated by the society. 1, a black man carrying a knife, and 2, a black man abusing a white woman. And when you have these 2 issues, you think about how all the black men, since we came to America, have lost their lives. I think Tuskegee Institute has reported over 5,000 lynchings for black men who merely looked at a European woman. So when we, put OJ into that same caliber as people who were lynched by the sheriffs, deputies, and mobs who were sanctioned by the legal system, we kind of do their memory also a disservice by turning this into a racial issue.
We just, in the last segment, talked about the young people. And I know you talk about all viewers, all people who absorb what the media puts out. Any thoughts on how young people will interpret what they're reading and what they're seeing?
I think that the young people of today, with all the strong black leadership that we have in our community, they're a lot more conscious than the generations prior. I don't think they are going to see this as much as a racial issue as some of the real situations going on in our community, because there are real situations out there that are affecting the African American community, and I don't think they will really view O.J. Simpson trial in the same vein as people being persecuted for fighting for equality in this country.
Well, let me try to, I guess, play devil's advocate for the media, if you will. You're grouping a lot of different types of media. You're grouping tabloids and mainstream and television, radio, and everybody together. And can you really do that, though? Is that not really fair? Does the media have a right to at least let people know what's going on with it? Maybe not all-day coverage, but let them know at least the points of the trial.
I group the media together because it seems that what one area is interested in, either they're all interested in something or they're not. You know, it's about getting ratings and fighting for people to watch. So that's one of the reasons that, you know, we always group them together as far as coverage, especially of African American issues. What it seems to be happening is that they're playing upon a fear. Basic fear that's in the psyche, in the back of the mind of the European.
What you're referring to about the fear of the black man.
Right.
Teenager. Okay.
The fear.